Hello everyone, my name is Passek, FlyFish Fanatic, and welcome to my tying bench. Today we are going to tie a little North American style buzzer Chironomid using some Upavon products that I really like. So, and going to be coating it with the new Upavon UV resin, no tack guarantee. So just, that's a big one in the industry. It's one of the only ones out there, if not the only one, that has a no tack guarantee. If you get it, use it, and it's still tacky, they will give you your money back. So, all right. So we'll start off with, this is a Hends BL550 clink hammer hook in a size 12. It is fairly large, but that's just for the video. So I'm going to start off by just putting on a little bit of 12-aught Nanosilk. And then I'm going to put on just a little tiny bit of white poly yarn. Can't actually remember what this is all called. It's from Upavon. I just can't remember what it's called. I don't have the bag anymore. I took it out of the bag and threw it away. Silly. But, so just using this as my gills. So I'm just going to make sure I lash that down nicely. Do one more set there because it slipped off. Right off that back end there. There we go. Cut that off. Then I'll slide my bead forward. And reattach my black. Cut that off. So I want this a little bit longer than normal, so like that. Again, it is a fairly large one, so. And then just reattach my black thread. I'll come back. I want to build up a bit of a taper. Just flattening out my thread a bit. And I'm going to add in a small 0.1 mil red and 0.1 mil silver wire. One of each. I usually try to tie them in together. Just something I've done over the years I found easier. So I try to keep them both to my side of the hook. I'll show you guys what it looks like once I'm done tying these in. I'll come down right around this corner, flatten my thread again. Come all the way down around that corner. I'm going to actually lift that just so I can see. So I want to come all the way down and around. So there you can see that's been tied in there, all on my side. Flatten my thread again. And just work my way back up. Nice thin body, touching wraps. Cover any of that silver or red wire that may have been missed. And then here I'll just go back and forth a few times. Just to build up a bit of that taper. Not going to actually see a lot of this taper the way I'm building this fly, but just build up a little bit of it. Especially back here a bit more. So it looks like it's got a bit more of that taper. Not too worried right behind the bead, because I'm going to be putting some mosaic micro straggle from Upavon right behind there. So, but alrighty. So I'm going to come all the way up behind the bead. Then I take both wires, nice and tight. Yes, that's the wire making that sound. I've got it quite tight. Almost to the breaking point. Doesn't matter if it's red in front or silver in front. Makes no difference. And that doesn't need to be too pretty here either, because it's going to get all covered with that micro straggle. So this whole area. So now what I do is I'll take some of the Upavon Goose Biots in yellow here. So these ones, I've got 2 of them here. I'm going to tie them in. Yeah, just cut off that very tip. And then I'm going to tie them in on the side. Back about, just about 2 hook eyes, a couple of mil. And then turn. I'll show you once it's turned in what it looks like after I grab my second one that's on my bench that doesn't want to give up. Same thing, just cut that end off. Gonna add that in on this side. Come back a couple of mil. So about to there, right there. Okay, leave that alone. Now I'm going to take some of that gonna back it off because I forgot to do a step. You'll love it when you make mistakes. Minor mistake though, very minor. Because I want to make sure that this is indestructible. So at this point, I'm going to take my clear coat, my Upavon clear coat. Just going to make sure the bottle doesn't blow up on me because I was just traveling. I just was down in Denver and at the Denver Fly Fishing Show, and who knows what these things can do in the airplane. But nope, all good. So just a really thin coat. Just going to grab my bodkin here and just make sure it's all the way around, a nice thin coat, and smack it with my UV light. And then I'll retie in those biots. I forget to do that quite often on these videos, and the reason is because I usually tie them up to this stage, and then I will put resin on and then put them down and keep on going and just tie a bunch up to this stage and then come back. So, but no excuse. So, okay, so now back to the Biot. About to there. About to there. Okay. Then take a little bit of this black mosaic straggle. Just going to pull a bit of the, expose a bit of the core there. And just tie it in by that. Counterclockwise spin. The reason for that is you want it to come back over your material. So, and then I'll give it 1, 2. That's it. Don't want to overdo it. Come in and cut that off. I'm going to give her a whip finish right there behind that bead. Just slicking that stuff back a bit just so it's out of the way. I'm going to cut that off. Then I'm going to cut my wing buds off. I don't want them very long. I just want them in behind that mosaic straggle, just be seen barely. And then the straggle, I just give it a little bit of a haircut for this one, just to make sure it's not too crazy long. Just a little bit of a haircut. And there she is. You're finished. Get a little bit of straggler up here. Finished little fly, little buzzard style. So that's using the Mosaic Straggle in black. This comes in black and green and a bunch of different colors. So using the and the resin, right? So this resin is for me so far, out of all the resins I've tried, and I've tried Gulf and Raid Zap and Semperfly and a bunch of others, Loon, by far the best drying out of all of them that I found. No tack whatsoever. So, okay. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Talk to you later. Tight lines.